students, I am S.N. Singh of Science faculty, and today I am going to teach you about the factors affecting the resistance of the conductor. In previous class, we have already discussed about the length of the conductor and cross-sectional area of the conductor. Now we are going to have the third one. The resistance of the conductor also depends upon the temperature of the conductor. Usually, if you are going to raise the temperature of the conductor, usually the resistance of the conductor increases. But in some cases, in the case of alloy, the increasing or decreasing the temperature of the conductor, the resistance remains unaffected. Last one is also very important. The resistance of the conductor also depends upon the nature of material of the conductor. Let's have an example of that. You have two substances like silver and iron. Here are two substances, silver and iron, but these two substances, silver and iron, having a different type of materials. So the resistance of material differs from Ag to Fe. The resistance of material of silver is the least, whereas the resistance of iron is more than that of the silver due to the change in material of the conductor. Students, now we are going to have the expression for the resistivity of a conductor. As we have already discussed in previous class, as R varies L, resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor, and R varies 1 by A. Resistance of the conductor is inversely proportional to its cross-sectional area. I have already talked about cross-sectional area. This will be cross-sectional area, and this will be the length of the conductor. Now combining first and second, R varies L by A, that is R equal to rho L by A, where rho R H O is the resistivity of the conductor. Resistivity of the conductor, that is cross multiplying it, rho L is equal to Ra, therefore rho is equal to Ra by L. Students, just try to understand this expression. Rho is the resistivity of the conductor, R is the resistance of the conductor, A is the cross-sectional area of the conductor, and L is the length of the conductor. So we can have the expression for resistivity as resistivity equal to Ra by L. Students, we have the expression resistivity equal to Ra by L. Here rho, this rho represents resistivity of the conductor, R represents resistance of the conductor, A represents cross-sectional area of the conductor, and L represents the length of the conductor. Now we are going to define the resistivity. See here cautiously. The resistance offered by a conductor of unit cross-sectional area of unit length What does it mean? It means if you are going to take a conductor, say here this is the conductor, its cross sectional area is A and length is 1. If length is equal to 1 meter and cross sectional area is equal to 1 meter square, if you take a conductor such as its this is cross sectional area and this will be the length of the conductor. If the cross sectional area A equal to 1 meter square and length of the conductor L is equal to A meter, in this case whatever the resistance offered by this conductor in passing the electricity is said to be the resistivity of the conductor. Again, just try to understand, if you are going to take a conductor of 1 meter and its cross sectional area is 1 meter square, and when the current passes through it, the resistance offered by this conductor, whatever the amount of resistance offered by this conductor is said to be the resistivity of the conductor. Almost resistivity and resistance are the same in nature. Students, now we are going to have the SI unit of resistivity. By writing the expression of resistivity, you may have SI unit easily. Just try to rho. Just try to understand it's said to be rho. R is the resistance of the conductor, A is the cross sectional area of the conductor, and L is the length of conductor. Putting the SI unit of each of every physical quantity, as you know, the SI unit of resistance is ohm. This is ohm. The SI unit of area is meter square, and the SI unit of length is meter. So this meter is cut to this. So this will be ohm meter. Therefore, the SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter represented by ohm meter. Students, it's an important topic, and we are going to discuss about the relationship between cross-sectional area of the length and cross-sectional area and the length of the conductor by varying each other. It means if you are going to change the physical status of the conductor, what are the relationship between the cross-sectional area and the length of the conductor? We are going to discuss it. As you know, we have taken a conductor whose cross-sectional area is A and length is L meter. See here, this same conductor is stretched twice its length. It means the nature of these two conductors is the same. So we are going to, in the other case, this conductor has the twice the length of the previous one, and its cross sectional area is, let us suppose, A1. As we know, we are going to recast the substance from one substance to other substance. The volume will not be changed. Let us understand the volume of first one. V is equal to cross sectional area into length. It's a formula. So V1 will be equal to A into L, cross sectional area into length. This conductor is stretched twice its length. The same conductor is stretched twice its length. It means the length of the second one will be the 2L and cross sectional area will change as A1. Then V2 the volume of the second conductor will be equal to area into length. So A1 will be equal to 2L, and as we know, if you are going to recast from one substance to the other substance, the volume will remain the same. According to this law V1 is equal to V2. So V1 is equal to A into L, and V2 is equal to A dash is equal to 2L. Therefore, L and L cancel. Just try to understand, V1 is equal to A into L and V2 is equal to A1 into 2L. L cancel. Therefore, A1 is equal to A by 2. So it's a very interesting thing. Students, just try to understand, if you are going to double the length of the conductor, then cross-sectional area of the new one will be half of that. If you are going to take thrice the length of the previous conductor, the new cross-sectional area will be A by 3. So if you are going to increase the length of the same conductor by stretching it, the cross-sectional area will change in the same proportion and will decrease. Just inversely, if you are going to compress the conductor, then cross-sectional area will be increased in the same proportion net. And thank you very much.